I'm Laura Delzalik. Many people hope to someday live in a good community that's safe and has plenty of good job and educational opportunities. However, for many people, this would only be possible with the help of affordable housing and government allowances. However, there are issues with the current affordable housing laws, and with greedy landlords and a lack of housing, this might not be possible for everyone unless something is done to fix it. In my presentation, I have included the works of 3 academically reviewed journals, and I will discuss a couple of the current issues and propose a new law that could help eliminate them. Let's begin by looking at the issues. First of all, landlords continue to raise prices. As Flamberg 2019 journal, Housing Allowances Still Struggling to Make Ends Meet said that the French housing reform in the 90s showed that for every €1 of subsidies, it fueled a 78-cent rent increase for poor households. And it also is estimated that the raises were higher for those receiving subsidies than for those who were not. Along with this, the President Macron in 2017 proved this further whenever he told the landlords to reduce the rent by €5 to compensate for the coming reduction of housing allowances. Along with this, there is a general lack of housing in all classes. As Reina's 2019 journal, Affordable Housing, But For How Long, showed that this is especially true in low-income cost housing. He said that for every 37 available units in the United States, there are 100 extremely low-income renters who need to be able to live there. This shows that there is not nearly enough housing available to house everyone who needs it and to be able to give equal opportunities to everyone and get rid of segregation. Now that I've gone over the issues, here is my proposed law that should be implemented to prevent landlords from raising prices of rent for those receiving aid more than for others, and they should not be allowed to raise rent higher than the value of properties have raised or the increase in living costs. And along with this, for those receiving allowances, it should be required to do mandatory volunteer or government work or work for the city in building homes for those in need in order to give back. This helps as Campen in 2019's journal, The Obligation to Volunteer as Fair Reciprocity, Welfare Recipients' Perceptions of Giving Back to Society, showed that the obligation to volunteer raised the value of volunteering and was recognized more by the public for a collective effort to support society, and was shown to increase the work ethic and the responsibility in those who were required to volunteer. And if those who were required to volunteer were building more homes for themselves and for others who need it, this would not only give them the opportunity to give back to the community, it would also eliminate the lack of housing and make it where it is more possible to provide equal opportunities to everyone. Along with this, if the houses were being built by volunteer work, this would help decrease the cost and make it more affordable for those who need it. Now that I've showed you my issues and my proposed solution, I hope that you will see that we need to combat these issues in order to eliminate segregation and promote healthy lifestyles. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope that you will consider these ideas.